Hello champions and future champions. Hello Chessmood family. GM Gabuzyan is here with you, and let's get started with our daily lessons. As we mentioned previously, we are gonna highlight the importance of the endgames as well, and now we are switching to knight and pawn versus the king topic. In this position, white is just having a winning position. There are very few exceptions when knight and the pawn are not winning against the king, and we will see them. So, first of all, let's see how white is winning here. We are going king a5 and advancing with our king. King b8, king b6, king a8. You should be careful and don't play a7 now because it's a stalemate. So after king a8, we are just playing knight c7 check, king b8 a7 check, promoting a queen and easily winning the game. So the beginning king a5 idea is winning, king c5, king b6 is the same as well. But if instead of king a5, we suddenly decide to play a7, this position is gonna be a drawish one. This is one of the exceptions I mentioned previously. Here black plays king b7. King c5 or king a5, it's the same. King a8. And how to advance? The problem is, once our king is reaching any of these squares, it's gonna be a stalemate. Otherwise, we cannot be advancing this position. Black is just going king to b7, king to a8. And suddenly, white doesn't have any winning ideas. So whenever we get this setup on the edge of the board, it's gonna be drawish. But if we switch knight to the c5 and pawn to the b7, it's already gonna be winning because black king will have a square on a7, so this doesn't work. Let's now change the position and see another interesting situation. In this position, guys, it's black to move. Seems to be lost, right? White king is gonna play to b7, just a8 promotion. Not so easy. Black king has a chance to limit white king's abilities, and should be doing it in the right way. Just try to pause the video for a second and think, how can black be making a draw here? If black is going king to c8, this is losing, since white has an idea. Knight g6, king c7, knight e7, and now white is controlling this square. So black king is already on c7, and it just has to leave this side. White is playing king b8 and a8 promotion. But if instead of going king c7 at the beginning, black is playing king c7, we have a very interesting picture. Knight needs to cover one of these squares when king is not there. So if knight is giving a check to our king, we are just going up, and this king is still blocked. The issue is the following: knight f7, king c8, knight d6 check, as I mentioned previously. And now king c7. Now knight cannot be giving away the tempo to black king in order to make a right move. If it's black to move in this position, it's lost. But there is no way with a knight to win a tempo against a king. So white knight is going to be hanging around, going knight b5, king c8, knight d4, king c7, knight d6, king c8. And it's all the same. Whatever black does, it's going to be just king c8 and king c7. And white can't be doing anything about it. So it's going to be another very important drawish position. One more time, I will tell you, we should be putting king on a square that white knight is giving a check, not controlling another one. So if in this position white has some move like knight e7 or knight d6, it's lost. And if white has only checking moves, it's going to be a drawish scenario. Let's now switch this position and see another one. This position is a bit different from the previous one. What do we have here? Our king super far from the pawn, as well as our knight. So we need to figure out if there is any winning technique for white here. Let's try to bring our knight closer. We go knight f6 check, king d4, knight d7, king c3, knight c5 protecting the pawn, but black is playing king b4, attacking the knight and the pawn at the same time. Since our king is super far, we are not on time to protect any of them, and this will be a draw. For this reason, I will now show you a technique, how to win this position. Instead of playing knight f6 and bringing knight from the upper side of the pawn, we should bring it behind the pawn. We are playing here knight g5, king d4, knight f3 check. And after king c3, you may say, come on, we just lost the pawn. We suddenly have knight d2. The power of this setup is insane, because black king cannot be taking the knight as pawn will be promoted and black will be too late to stop it. Otherwise, black just don't have any improvement idea, and we are slowly bringing our king. This knight behind the pawn is a very important idea to know in these positions. Just try to focus on it and have it in your mind once you get these type of positions. Also, in our further daily lessons about this topic, we will see different examples when we're using this idea. Let's see the next one. So, dear players, this is gonna be test position for you in this topic. It's white to move. Our king is super far. I'm sure you already guessed what we're supposed to do, but there are several tricks here, so be careful. You can share your thoughts and ideas in the comments section below. GM Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions, likes, and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. See you next time during our next daily lessons.